The Open Mic Podcast. With me on this side, to my left facing, is that best friend named Jason.
Ooh, rhyme all the time, boy.
Yeah, good addition. And this week, oh man, Manzy, we're back in the studio with Dan Danzy.
Hey, I heard that old man Manzy. It was clever. I'm not mad.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to call you old man. I just wanted to rhyme.
No, it was a great insulting introduction.
Well, if you took it as an insult, then I'm doing my job.
No, I'm leaving. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
You're going nowhere.
It's very true.
No, I mean you can leave now, but you're going nowhere.
Like, it's accurate.
I'm kidding. You know I love you, Danzy. Get the fuck out. Anyways, back this week, we got a repeat. It's Dan Danzy. Thanks for coming back, dude. We had a lot of fun with you last time. Glad to have you back in here.
It's good to be here, man. I love, and this is the new place.
Yeah.
I go back to the old place.
Yeah,
the old era of the Open Mic Podcast.
Kind of remember and reminisce.
Yeah.
And all that, yeah.
Actually, everything
Reminisce?
Reminisce.
Everything looks just the same, actually.
Yeah.
Completely. Like you picked up the room and just put it on a different angle.
Except I've never actually orgasmed in this studio.
Well, I didn't know that about the last one.
I was going to say,
this is new.
With anyone or by yourself?
Yeah.
Well,
always find out things late with you, Mikey.
If you come on a tree and it falls down in the forest, did you really come?
All right. Come jokes for the first 5 minutes.
Coming and going, baby. No, hey, what have you been up to? You were telling me about some of the shows you just did. Tell us what you have just experienced.
I just, I had a little, throughout the pandemic, I was just like kind of sitting on my ass, and then I got vaccinated, so it was time to work, and was the first thing I did. We did Roastamania together, and that was fun. Down there up there in Oklahoma City.
We just performed, though. We didn't roast because there's been enough comedian suicides.
And plus with me, it's like too easy. Like I could go hard on somebody, but someone's always going to go harder on me because, like, look at me. You know, there's nothing I can say. Like, it could be really good, but then they'll be like, oh, look at this raccoon, and everybody just fucking losing their shit over insults I've already written about myself.
Yeah.
So,
and it's like y'all didn't even laugh when I said it, but because someone else said it.
Yeah.
I get that.
It's one of those instances where, like, 8-miling it doesn't really work to your advantage, you know?
Yeah. Also, I just don't like being, like, mean. And it seems like with roasting, it's more of like... it's more of a meaner style now.
It's supposed to be. It's roasting.
I mean, no, but like it goes fucking like go watch those like Bob Hope, Dean Martin
like
roast
the
and
old
shit.
roast Friars Club roasts.
When there was just like a little bit of like
they're giving them trouble for like
a little more class.
They're like, you're a pimp, and they're gonna make fun of that. You're a real this and that. But I mean, now they want to hurt your feelings.
Yeah,
and shit. Like you leave there like you don't play the radio on the way home. You're like, it's quiet. You're like.
Yeah, maybe I'm just an old soul, but I like those roasts. They just have like that little touch.
You look like you're transitioning into an old soul.
Or from.
I identify as 178, thank you.
I identify as a medieval ghost.
Damn, I should have thought of that.
But roasting, back then they used to they casually mention your alcoholism. Now, now they're like, your sister killed herself because you drank too much, you piece of shit. And it's like...
And everyone's laughing.
Where's the class?
It's hilarious.
You got no class, pal. Yeah. But also, I'm the one that says shit like that, too. So
I'm not saying, like, the comedians today aren't, like, funny or anything. I'm not saying anybody's funnier. I just prefer those types of roast. I enjoy today's roast, but I could never be a part of it, man. I break down.
I've done it, and I give people lots of ammunition because I'm so open about everything, and plus I look like this.
Yeah.
And like I like doing those roasts, and it helps me like I think kind of deal with some of those things, or at least if I can laugh at it, maybe it won't bother me as much. But it's still fucking, like Jason said, I drive home without the fucking radio on. If anyone's with me, I'm like, so you hungry? You want to get anything to eat?
He gonna cry in the car.
Oh, yeah. I still cry. But it's funny because some people went in on me hard. Roast that still hurt. Like, they pop up in my head every day, and I wake up and I'm like, don't you have ice cream for breakfast? Remember they said this?
Yeah.
As I'm having ice cream for breakfast.
I liked that show at Breakdown, though, because we got to do stand-up and everything, and the crowd was really good. And yeah, I'd like to personally thank you for that, because you hooked me up with that, man. I appreciate that.
I just made the intro. I knew that they would like you because you're a funny comic. So.
No, I wanted to
I'm gonna
publicly
bleep
thank.
all that out.
I was wondering if you guys wanted me to leave or anything for a little bit.
No,
I was gonna ask.
Let the boy watch the bluish hue from my plums. No, I'm going to bleep out that I said any compliments to you, so it's fine. But
and then after that, I headlined the Six Springs Incident over there for Kim Wadsworth. She's got a nice little room over there. The comic should check out.
Where's over there?
it's in Richardson.
It's in Richardson.
Yeah.
I don't remember how to get there. I had a good time. It was a really cool place.
Well, that's just because you don't drive. So you know how to get there. You get in the passenger seat.
No. I drove yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Really?
I was
Yeah,
going
I
to say
did.
one of those.
Yeah.
My roommate drives, but he won't drive on the highway. And his son just got his first car like days ago. Literally got in it and drove it on the highway immediately.
Yeah.
And he was fine. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
He was following you.
He was
but-
following you.
Yeah.
I was
Very
able to
closely.
get on the highway because, like, I was still like a very cautious driver. Except when I was drinking, I was still a very cautious driver.
That's
like,
when
if
I
you
was
were
the
in
most cautious.
Yeah, like no, when I was
I still tried more cautiously when I was drunk than I did when I wasn't. So
yeah,
I mean,
but like if you were in the car with me, if we ever went on the road and I was driving, you would hate it. You would hate it because I'm going the speed limit. I'm not
okay with
speeding.
that. I probably have weed in the car.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. I listen to Hall and Oates.
I love Hall & Oates, dude.
Never mind, Mikey. Let's
you
take the
guys
show
might
on
be
the
good
road.
car ride
Dude,
partners.
private eyes are watching you right now, dude.
Give us 5 minutes there,
Yeah.
Jason.
Give us 7. Leave the glasses on, though.
And then, yeah, of course. No, trademark, baby. Trademark. I make myself look like this.
Yeah, I'd trade that mark for anybody else.
And then after
You get the meaning in that I know you don't
I
really
know,
say
I get
that.
you.
Yeah.
I get you. After Six Springs, headlined Comedy Arena. Had a good weekend there. And then Dan Danzy and Friends was last Thursday?
Nice.
Yeah, last Thursday.
At the Addison Improv, right?
At the Acid Improv.
How'd you like headlining Comedy Arena? I just got booked over there. And I just want to say, I bring that up just to make it about me for a moment.
Okay, no, it's your show.
There's a whole lot of stuff about you going on.
No,
Danzy,
Comedy
so.
Arena's great. They've got great owners, great
Yeah, I
staff.
featured there, and it was excellent. It was great.
Dude, they make you a thank you card.
Yeah, I was
Each
very-
comic gets a thank you
That's
card.
perfect.
Yeah.
Professional.
Like a handwritten. I saved it. I actually have it in my backpack.
You know what it is? It's appreciative, and
It
I
is.
like
Yeah.
that.
It is.
I
It's a
like
courtesy.
that.
They made me feel kind of special.
Handwritten with their signatures. Yeah,
Wow.
it's
Yeah.
amazing, and the staff's
It's got a
great.
personal touch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's missing from this, isn't it? This
Yeah.
industry?
Sometimes, I mean, honestly, as long as you pay me and there's a good crowd, I really don't
There's
care.
just not- there's-
and like, give me a drink or some food or
Yeah,
something.
there's just not a
But-
lot of good small clubs like Comedy Arena. They're small right now, but with the way they are, I see that getting bigger.
Yeah.
You know?
I think with time it could definitely expand. I mean, they have the upstairs and downstairs. They could even do separate rooms.
Are they a chain or no?
No, it's just
No.
it's run by Jared Berger and Vaughn. Oh, what's his last name? I can't think of his last name.
Daniels?
Vaughn Daniels.
Right? Yeah,
and
Daniels.
Vaughn Daniels.
That's a pretty fucking awesome name.
Well,
Yeah,
he
isn't
was.
it
He's a really cool dude. He looks like Idris Elba. I'm almost intimidated, but he's really nice. And those guys really give a shit, and I think it's great. I think their club is great. The room is cool. The only thing when I was featuring, somebody knocked something down in the green room, and it sounded like the wall was coming down, and I was like, what the fuck?
but I like that green room.
Yeah.
But I think because Jared's more the. I mean, they both do improv, but Vaughn did stand up in like the early 2000s.
Okay.
And he was a really, really good comic, from what I hear. So, like, I think that. I mean, he was doing comedy before I even started in 2006.
Wouldn't that be who'd be the best to operate one of
Yeah.
these? Is somebody who actually has done the work instead of just somebody who's got money to spend and.
Depends on how you do it, though, because I've been to other clubs where the owner wanted to be a comedian or did it for a while, but then they're like trying to tell the comics how to rewrite their jokes and like their theories on comedy and shoving it down your throat. Which, I mean, I'll always listen to your advice. I might let it go out the other ear, but I'll at least listen. I won't just like be like, oh no, that's fine. I'll like listen to you, but at the same time, you hired me to do my job. Let me do it my way, or don't hire me. And I'm not gonna go and like try to clash or like ruin the room. But like if I did a good job and I didn't walk the room, and people are buying my merch and liking it, then just let's say thank you or whatever, or just be like cool.
That's most clubs. Most clubs, as long as you're getting laughs and they're swinging.
There's a couple out there. I won't name them because I've already burned that bridge.
We can all name a couple of clubs. The one, no, but we're not going to.
Yeah.
Well,
check the comments.
There's a few it might not matter. Yeah.
Go ahead and message me at Mikey B the Comic or at the Open Mic Podcast on Instagram. I'll tell you which clubs.
Mikey, let's just go scorched earth for a second.
No,
you don't want to scorch one name.
Let's scorch the earth
out there somewhere. Okay.
No, because I have
the Chuckle Pit.
Hold on, I got to change the wheel real fast.
Yeah.
Scorched earth, right?
Listen to me, Chuckle Pit.
One of them I have an ongoing bit with that I still, to this day, actually, it's every 15th. I'll explain later. I just want to see how it plays out before I talk about it, because it's been going on for like 3 years, but it's hilarious.
Can I be on that episode when you want to talk about it?
Dude, if it's a Scorched Earth episode, I'd love to have you on for that.
Okay, because I can scorch some earth.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care.
I know. We're friends on Facebook. I've seen it. Yeah.
He's been in a group chat with me.
I've seen Danzy try to say something positive, and everyone in the comments is like, it's like the fucking Red Wedding in there. People are just fucking, well, fuck you then. You stole this joke from so-and-so. And it's like, Danzy was just like, y'all are pretty cool. That's all he posted. Yeah. It goes down in the comments. You got some questions for us, Jason?
I have worked up some questions. So how about this? Do you guys think that people who work in customer service should be allowed to fight one customer per day?
Oh, absolutely.
I wouldn't do it per day.
They should be allowed to.
I wouldn't do it per day.
Okay,
because then everybody would want to work there.
There's a lot. I guess that's a lot of fighting.
That's a lot of fighting.
What's fair?
Once, you know what? A business like that goes by quarters. So once every quarter. Quarterly.
I say once a week, because that day your business would be really busy too.
I would be interested in considering working there if it was like an option of once a day, like or once a week. But
once a day is too much, because you're going to get hit back too. I'd say once a week so I can recoup.
Makes me less inclined to want to apply.
What if they gave you health care and said quarterly? Then you'd be like, okay, so even if I give them a fight and I lose, I still get taken care of and get taken to the hospital.
Maybe some stock options?
Maybe some stock options.
Okay, all right.
If only we lived in that kind of capitalism.
I would try quarterly, and I would see how it would work out and make my determination.
I wish that legally I could once a week or once a day or however you want to say it, slap one fast food employee. And I won't pick a child. I won't slap a child. But the old one,
you want to slap
one,
the fast food employee, or a fast food employee can slap someone?
I want to slap them.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
It's funny because I worked in fast food when I was younger in high school, and I can relate that I would like to slap a customer also working in fast food, because people do shit on you in fast food.
Yeah. Oh, people treat you like shit. I worked all my first jobs, besides like the labor jobs I had, was Burger King. Yep. I think that was your first job too, right? Mm-hmm. Jack in the Box, Whataburger. I worked everywhere but McDonald's. I even worked Long John's. Funny fact, this never worked as a joke, but and you know what I'm talking about. When I worked at Long John's, my sister got me the job because she used to work there and she was friends with the manager. The manager at Long John Silver's was
I'm sorry.
and I love this guy. I still talk to him to this day. It was a gay guy named Willie back there with all the booty with the pirates from Long John's.
With the pirates' booty.
And he was married to a seaman named Peter.
This is all true.
This is all just sometimes it falls in your lap. Especially when you work.
That was like one of the signs you're like, how can I
bullshit?
How can I not become a comedian after knowing this type of shit? Yeah.
And Willie be back there singing, and he'd make pirate puns all day long. And he's like, here I'm allowed to judge the booty and shit like that. And I was like, this
is before all the like sexual harassment shit was like on Front Street.
But it was just funny. I mean, I didn't even care when he made me blow him. I thought it was hilarious.
I worked at a Sonic and a Subway.
Okay.
I've actually had a
sandwich artist.
Yeah.
I've gotten food poisoning from Subway like 3 times now. I don't think I'm ever going to eat at Subway again.
I wouldn't if I were you.
Yeah.
I know, well, I mean, this is at least from when I worked there, way like 12, 13 years ago.
I haven't ate it for like 3 years.
Okay.
So.
Well,
I've had Subway. The only time I have Subway is when I'm driving to Colorado, because the only thing that's always open on those late nights is the Subway in a gas station.
yeah.
And I usually have
That's
diarrhea.
a situation where I would rather trust the Subway than the mystery meat or the burger or anything that's
Yeah.
happening at some of those places on the road.
Yeah.
I would take a chance.
And it's
I'd
still-
have the tuna, and then I found out recently that's not fucking good. So
We bring up tuna. I got a question for y'all. Do you warm up tuna? Like, say you eat half a tuna sandwich, you're going to have the rest later. Do you warm it up, or can't that make you sick?
No, I would-
My
I don't
roommate
think
was warming up a.
I mean,
No.
no. It wouldn't make you sick.
I
It's
feel like
just,
it would with all the mayonnaise in it. Like, I
well, you
don't
turn the
know.
mayonnaise
Well,
back into
how-
oil.
what- no,
is
hold-
what happens?
Yeah, how long do you put it in the microwave, Mike?
No, I don't. I don't
Oh,
even really
okay.
eat tuna sandwiches.
What
My
if he's-
roommate was like, he ate a tuna sandwich, and like 2 days later, he was going to eat it. And he put it in the air fryer. And which, by the way, if you throw a sandwich in the
No,
air
I
fryer,
wouldn't. Yeah.
Sandwich.
not you don't like burn it, but like get in there,
No,
and get
just
nice
toast it.
crispy
Give
on
it
the
a nice
outside,
little
and
toast.
just warm.
Yeah,
Ooh,
you can toast anything.
dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
Maybe it was a tuna melt though.
I don't
Could've been a
know.
tuna
It just
melt.
just sounded
Yeah.
gross. I was like, you're gonna get sick. Don't do that.
I stick with cold tuna. So myself.
I just
How
I
you
don't
like
know.
your tuna?
Tuna sandwich in the microwave.
How you like your spread?
Yeah.
I can't stand the smell of tuna. I can eat it, but like the smell of it.
The only
Ugh,
tuna
hot
I eat.
tuna.
The only tuna I eat is like my sister used to make these tuna fish patties, which is just you just mix egg up with tuna and you just throw it in
Yeah.
the frying pan. But I haven't eaten that in years.
How about, would
Sounds
you rather
good.
eat licorice daily or think about suicide monthly?
I think about suicide daily. Don't laugh. I'm serious.
I just
right
saw
now.
this as a
All
thing
right.
that, I mean, obviously you really
This
have to
got
hate
dark.
licorice. And I thought about this one and I was like, I'd rather think about suicide monthly than eat licorice daily.
I mean, I like licorice.
Ugh. Black licorice and red licorice? and
Well,
both?
no, not black. No.
Okay.
Whoa, hey, black
Red
licorice matters,
licorice.
okay? BLM.
But I could eat black licorice every day if I had to.
Oh.
Oh.
You'll be diabetic in like 3 weeks.
Maybe I might be diabetic now. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I'll know when something happens.
I feel like that's just eating like gelatin forms of like Jaeger or Zambuca, but just the flavor, not the alcohol. Ugh.
Yeah. So your question was think about suicide monthly.
Yeah.
I'd take that because it's an improvement from now.
Jesus. All
Don't we all,
right,
don't, I mean, everybody thinks about it. I'm not saying I would never do it.
So next question, Mikey. Everything all right? You doing good?
Let's have a
Are you
moment
checking on me?
afterwards.
You did.
Yeah.
I don't know. You dye your hair. I don't. This is new.
That's a separate crisis. That's
How about
more of a
this?
sexual crisis.
Was it turning gray? Is that why you dyed it?
No, it's been great for years. But
Oh.
it's like peppered. It's
Okay.
like salt and peppered in
Well,
or salted in.
Just
But that
embrace
had
it,
nothing
bro.
to do. That had nothing to do with you dying it, though, right? Or yeah, a little bit.
No, that was purely sexual.
Gotcha.
It was fueled by sex.
Just
Nice.
embrace
Yeah.
it, bro.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to get into some Euro orgies, some Eurgies as we call them in the group.
Would you rather live in a van with unlimited gas or live in a house with 10 siblings rent free?
Oh, wait. Live in a van with unlimited gas?
Yeah.
That, yeah. I would rather, yeah.
Not live with family.
Not, no.
No.
I want to ask,
Absolutely
like,
not.
how
If
big
anyone's
is
seen my Facebook lately.
this? I wasn't going to bring that up, but
No, go ahead.
No.
I'm a very open person. I'm a very
No,
open
there's
person.
nothing. I just saw that he posted that his siblings, like, if they message you, just don't pay attention. 'cause
Yeah.
they're
What are they
attacking
messaging
him.
people saying? I actually saw the post too. What are they messaging people saying?
I'm not going to get into the whole story.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's one of those things where, like, we do this thing with each other, like, every 6 or 7 months. Like, we didn't talk during the whole pandemic. And it's just like this talk again, not talk again, all this other shit. And I'm just done with
You
it.
guys have like a scheduled blow up. It seems like every 6 or 8
Basically,
months.
yeah.
I have people in my family. That's the same thing. We have
But
it's a scheduled blow up.
this blow up was over just like, I feel like something he'd tell me to do if I was in his. It's weird. It's a weird brother sibling
I've
thing.
had plenty of those.
Yeah.
You know?
I've had My sister Jennifer, who passed, we had an argument once. We didn't talk for like 2 years because I was picking up a TV from her house. I had just got an apartment, and my mom was giving me her old ass, one of those old big screen, like the ones you just leave behind, which I did, but after we moved it, you guys, it was a pain in the ass. It was huge, but
because we had to move it out right as fast as we had to move it in. I was just like, we're not. We had to move out. I had to move out faster than I moved in. We're not moving that out.
But no, we couldn't get it. We literally couldn't get it out. We even tried to go through the window, and we're like, fuck this. I was like, the next person gets a partly furnished apartment because it took up half the apartment.
Getting it in took 2 hours.
Yeah. But I was picking up the TV, and she was just like, she was telling me I needed to go to college and do all this stuff, and I was like, who's going to pay? I was already like in my 20s, late 20s. I was like, well, who's going to fucking pay for it? I can't afford college. I can barely afford this apartment. This is a second chance apartment.
You gonna
and she's
help
like,
me?
sounds like a shithole. I was like, it is, but I don't know why you're attacking me. And then she was like, you should go to college. You're fucking dumb. And I was like, I know I'm fucking dumb, but I was like, wholeheartedly, I was like, how the fuck would I pay for it? And when would I go to college? Like, I'm already working 2 jobs just to pay for this apartment by myself. And she's like, you're dumb. And she kicked me out of her house. And I was like, well, I still got to get the TV. We got it out, but she like yelled at me. We didn't talk for like 2 years.
Hey,
I always felt bad about that. But
I lived with 2 people. When I got thrown out, I just left my TVs there because it was just like, I'm going to have another one somewhere down the line. And they're fucking...
Watch, I'm going to have a better TV.
You're going to see me on that TV.
No, guys, because they were heavy. It's just like, I don't... I also, I left a mattress at an ex's place. Like
I've left everything at places, dude. I've left clothes, everything. I do want to say though, before we get too far from it,
go ahead.
I don't want to paint my sister in a bad light. She when I started doing comedy and she actually saw me do it, she was super supportive. She's like, maybe you did the right thing, not going to college.
I also don't want to put my brother in a bad light or anything like that.
Of course.
Yeah, say something good about that piece of shit.
Well, I mean,
I'm just playing.
I will. He's a very intelligent dude, and he's a very gifted person. It's just that just shit needs to settle. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's always like a situation where shit needs to settle.
It's like you guys could probably afford a better line of communication, maybe.
Yes, absolutely. And right now, like, my wife and I were like planning a move, and we're in the pre-planning. Like, we're gonna be in a new house like within a couple of weeks.
So you're under a little stress to begin with.
And let me ask: is your plan to box your stuff up and move the heavy stuff out and put it in the new place?
No, dude, I'm hiring movers. Fuck all that shit.
Yeah.
No more leaving TVs.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
It's worth it at this stage just pay $500 and just have people move your shit.
I've moved so many times across DFW. I lived in Florida. I've moved so many times to where, like, if I can afford to pay someone to do it, even if I go to Home Depot and find people or my cousins, I'd rather do that. I'd rather pay someone to do it. And I mean, those dudes need to make some money. But if I can hire movers, I'm like, please. Come move my shit. I paid at my last house. I paid one of my roommates to move my stuff out. But as he was moving my stuff out, he was moving his stuff in because he lived in the garage.
That's odd.
Take a bed, bring a bed.
You're doing double work here, sir. Yeah.
When Misty and I we got this couch from a friend. I'm a fucking idiot. I asked David Eller and David Diaz to help me move it.
Sounds like those might have been the best guys to help.
I think Diaz might be shorter than you.
Oh, dude, no, I had to add Brandon Aleos, or else it was just not going to get done.
Why don't you just pick it up and move out of the way?
He did most of the work, yeah. And then we had pizza.
And he had 3 whole chickens. He's like, I'm not carb loading right now, bro. Brandon Lejos.
Was that like the price for him to help move? Is like, if you have 3 whole chickens for me?
No, Brandon was really cool. I don't even think I told him about David Diaz or David Eller. So like when he showed up and saw these 3 weaklings,
like, clearly I'm doing all the work here.
Oh, that's what this is. And y'all try to help.
So you're all like my laborers here, basically.
Yeah, it was like Thanos showed up to help 3 rockets.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
All right, so we're not going to escape here without doing a wrestling question. Of course.
Oh, okay. I am wearing Nature Boy Ric Flair. Woo! And you can listen to the Counting Lights podcast with myself and Chris Germany, which is now serving over 10,000 downloads.
Nice.
See? There you go. Congrats.
Yeah, we're barely at 2,000 after a year.
Might I suggest talking about wrestling.
It does have a little bit more peak of an interest, I think, than our problems.
I don't know.
But
You can really get me over with the Lord of the Rings demographic, though, if you just put in the little hashtags, you know?
I think so, too, honestly. I mean, honestly, I was thinking werewolf, fucking vampire, or what's like...
Oh,
what
you would make
a
kind of a cool...
time-traveling werewolf.
Oh, not say vampire. I think you'd make a better vampire. I can see your hair looking better when you fly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You picture me flying through the clouds, man?
I am now. If you don't like clouds, don't buy a
You
plane
picturing
ticket.
that, bro?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be a vampire.
He's going to see that when he closes his eyes later.
As long as I don't see it when I open my eyes.
Anyway,
So
wrestling
here it
question.
is. So...
Is this like trivia, or is this like a...
Well, he's going to tell you.
Okay. I'm fucking ready, bro.
Dream tag team match with non-wrestlers.
A dream tag team match with non-wrestlers. So are you talking like managers?
I'll
Or
give you an example.
Okay.
How about Beto O'Rourke and Matthew McConaughey versus Trump and Greg Abbott?
Okay.
In a TLC last man standing match.
Okay.
Abbott won't win. But.
Well, they didn't. They said there was not going to be a chair match.
I thought of another one, too.
Jesus.
Fuck you. Give me back my unemployment, bitch.
All right, hold on. I got to think.
What about Medea and Big Mama versus the Wayans Brothers White Chicks?
I was going to say Medea. And I was going to say Big Mama. That's Martin Lawrence, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Big Mama and Medea.
So it's all dudes in drag basically fighting.
Britney Spears in a handicap match against her parents.
I thought you were going to bring Greg Abbott up
That
again.
is so money, NBC. Hire me. I'll make it happen. And Britney Spears against her parents.
That's it.
Yeah.
Fucking no disqualification in a fucking cage. Just let it happen. 39 years
Are
old.
you ready?
Versus two boomers. That'll be a statement of our
The
generation.
way you said boomers almost sounds racist towards boomers. Fucking boomer.
I'm going scorched earth, Mikey.
Hey, I think, on a side note, I think boomer might be a good slur for white people. Boomer.
Yeah,
Fucking
it's not
boomer.
bad.
It's
It's
not
not
bad.
bad.
I still think the
But
other one's
boomer's like
better.
an old white person.
Yeah, but still. I don't know.
Or a young
Boomer.
old.
I don't
Young
know
old.
who classifies these names. I just call them like I see them.
I'd like to see Ben Affleck versus Matt Damon. Mm-hmm. Or maybe John Wick versus Tom Cruise.
Oh, that's... Yeah.
Like John Wick
not-
versus Tom Cruise or John Wick versus Ethan whatever.
Ethan Hunt.
So
or
you're talking about
whatever,
the
I don't know his
character
last name.
John Wick. So like Keanu Reeves just
Keanu
comes
Reeves.
out in character.
Yeah.
No, Keanu Reeves, could actually be in the audience.
Oh,
If
yeah.
John Wick
Yeah,
comes out and he does the
Sit down,
fight.
Keanu. I got this one. You killed my dog.
Yeah,
Okay,
which
Tom
John
Cruise
Wick?
and Keanu Reeves.
But okay.
Or, yeah, those the actual people. I'd like to see them do it.
What about the Catch Me Outside girl and like Soulja Boy versus Cardi B and Drake?
I have to know who like
Oh, no.
some of those
I want to
people
see
are.
Drake get his ass beat.
I want to see Cardi B just fight Drake.
And I honestly think Catch Me Outside girl and Soulja Boy might be able to.
I want to see Cash Me Outside fight The Rock.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm getting tired of The Rock. Like I used to love The Rock, but now he's just everywhere.
He's just everywhere.
and it's just annoying. And now
Dude,
he's
he's
playing
gonna be
Black Adam.
president.
No, but now he's playing Black Adam, so I can't just watch superhero movies without seeing the fucking
Without
Rock.
seeing the
He's
Rock.
playing who?
He's playing
Black
Black
Adam.
Adam in the
Who's
DC.
It's a character that has massive.
He's
ability.
Shazam's
Yeah.
enemy.
Oh, okay. When you say Black Adam, I think of him doing blackface. That's why I was like, I thought you were saying someone named
It'd be
Adam
very
that's
weird.
black. And
Yeah,
I was
it
like,
is Black Adam, not Black ATOM. It's Black
Black
ADAM.
Adam?
It would be very weird if
was,
The Rock
was
did
Adam black
blackface.
in the comic books?
His outfit is. He was not a black gentleman. He was a.
No. He
yeah.
was white in the
He's a white
comic
guy.
books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But
they got
like The Rock has got like a great physique.
without him without them having to do like a suit or
And it really,
CGI.
doesn't, it really doesn't matter like
It's not
what.
like Ryan Reynolds. I mean, who's kind of cut, but him getting into a suit where they added muscles and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it really doesn't matter what race a superhero is. People just got to understand that, like back in the day when they were writing comic books, white people were the thing that people bought.
That's just
because
what it was.
That's
Ooh,
just what it was.
What about Ryan Reynolds versus Ryan Gosling?
Oh, I like that. The
And
Battle of the
Ryan
Ryans.
Philippe can decide who he wants to fight with, but it's a 2-on-1.
Reese Witherspoon versus Reese Witherspoon versus Scarlett Johansson.
I think I like to see the chicks from Bridesmaids versus the chicks from Pitch Perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to see that big British chick fight. Just a fucking.
That's Rebel Wilson.
Yeah,
she's
Rebel
not a
Wilson.
big British chick anymore.
She needs to bulk up for this one because I want her to fight a bear.
Can we bring celebrities back from the dead?
Let's
do
it. Burt Reynolds
Here we go.
versus that host of Double Dare.
Mark Summers.
Mark Summers. You remember their Tonight Show
Yeah,
confrontation and shit?
they ended up like smacking each other with a pie in the
Ended in a
face.
pie fight. So fucking lame. Put them in the Mark Summers now. Like Mark Summers now. They'll be the same age and shit.
Oh, nice.
Loser gets slimed. Gotta get the kids watching.
I'd like to see Sammy Davis Jr. fight all the racism from the Rat Pack. I want him to pick Dean Martin or Frank, old Blue Eyes, and I want him to just fucking maul one of those motherfuckers.
He was looking at
I know,
you, kid.
He was like,
Yeah. Carry your own golf bag, Jack.
But no, that's a great question. I'm going to be thinking about more on the ride home and calling y'all. I know they're going to be like, podcast is over, but I got more.
Well, you should have said it earlier because these
Yeah.
are better.
All you got to do is comment on the post when it comes out.
Comment
Know what
on
you
the
mean. It'll be
post.
like an inside fucking...
And share it if you like it. There you go. Free Dan Danzy promotion.
you
Let's move on. Let's do the open
It
mic.
means nothing.
You remember this? You're gonna,
It's
you're gonna
that
spin
fucking
it.
wheel. Last
Yeah.
time we had this wheel, we talked about Elliot Page, and things got awkward. Let's do it.
Well, since you bring
There's
him
more
up,
awkward topics.
All right.
and all
So-
of it says Elliot Page. Every single one.
It all says Elliot Page.
One says Ellen Page, just to be...
just to be a dick. All right.
If you land on that one, you have to transition.
I'm not even, you know
And
what?
take
I'm
a
not
shot.
even Gonna, should it be in camera shot?
They can't read it anyway. We need a
Well,
bigger
you need
one.
to be able to read,
I
but
will-
give
well,
it a
I
good
want-
hard spin.
You still need to show that it's actually happening, or else they think it's rigged.
Well, nobody's actually watching, Dan. We get like 4 views. It's fine.
You should have plugged
They're just
yourself at the
listening.
beginning.
Yeah, give it a good one.
Good one.
Give a Danley spin.
There we go. This says fart timing.
Fart timing. You ever had a
Quality topics.
Yeah. So in the news today, do you ever had like a bad timed or a good timed fart? You ever have one of those?
There's no
Once.
such thing as a bad timed fart. Every fart is funny.
I laugh at every fart I do.
Dude.
Farts at funerals. Have you ever heard of fart at a funeral before?
Oh, I've been
You're
the
standing
guy
in the
farting
I've
at a
smelled my
funeral,
fart
dude.
at a funeral, and my wife smelled it too.
Yeah.
It's so fucking
She couldn't
hilarious
stop but being like,
Dude.
because it's like just a reminder of nature, like and like weddings,
Circle of life.
all that shit,
Circle of life.
all a construct.
Say goodbye.
Yeah.
We're burying 2 bodies today.
Oh, yeah.
I fart in aisles at stores.
At the bathroom in gas
Purposely.
stations, I purposely wait for someone to come near, and I blast cannons away. I love being the guy that farts in the bathroom, and I've had people get rude. I'm like, where should I fucking do it then, pal?
Yeah.
This is the designated area, you fucking dum dum. Now come here, let me fart on you again.
You know, it's weird. I was actually hanging out with my kids the other day, which are like teenagers, so they actually talk about interesting stuff remotely now. And my daughter reminded me of that time that I farted in a jar at like a Tuesday morning, and I purposely farted in the jar, and then I sealed the top back on. And me and my son were just laughing our ass off. We wanted somebody to come around and open the jar and sniff it. So my daughter comes walking.
What, you
up
just
the
put it
aisle.
out in the street, or for the family, like
Yeah,
the rest
and
of the
Tuesday
family?
morning.
No, it's still in the store. A stranger,
it's in the
could have been
store.
Yeah, I'm
assaulted.
in the store. I was walking through the aisles.
That could be
Oh,
assault.
I thought you were at home.
No,
Okay.
no. An end cap at the store had some jars.
That's
and
chemical warfare.
I unscrewed it and I farted
terrorism,
square
bro.
in.
That's fucking
It
domestic
is a chemical
terrorism.
attack, yeah. And
that's domestic violence.
I don't even want to be in here with you right now.
how do you report that to the police? I was
so-
assaulted with this guy's fart.
So you farted in the jar. What happened?
So I farted the jar and I sealed it back up and we put it there. And my son and I went and we posted it up at the corner of another aisle to see people walking around. and
Creeping
they-
like a couple pervs in
Yeah,
the gym.
yeah.
What were y'all supposed to be doing in there?
my wife was just looking at shit.
okay.
Candle shopping.
And we're stuck there. Yeah. We were hoping it would be like her or someone that would come around the corner, but particularly a stranger. So my daughter comes walking out that aisle and she's like, oh, blah, looking at whatever. And my son's like, oh, I'm going to tell her to do it. I'm like, hey, no. And he like goes over and he's like, he's like, look at those. There's a smell inside that jar. And she's like, why? And he's like, it smells like cinnamon. And she's like, oh, it smells like cinnamon? And she like opens it and she's like, It's like, that doesn't smell like cinnamon at all. And he's like, it was Dad's fart. You breathed it in. Like that. And then I told him, that was funny as shit. I was like, but you, I wanted a stranger or something to like fucking sniff it. And we saw their reaction. They look around. He's like, oh, well,
You could have went to jail.
I mean, yeah. Were
Can
you
you
about
go
to
to jail
do it
for that?
again?
Yeah, I was. And
Yeah,
then
he was about to do it. He was going to sit there and store and just do this
watch
over
it
and over again.
And then my wife came up and we told her what happened, and she's like, "Don't you dare do that again." And I was just like, "Why? It's funny." And
That
she's
would
like,
be
no.
if you could get people to sign waivers. That'd be an excellent show. I bet they have the show in Japan where you get a stranger to trap them into your farts.
Yeah, because they do the
They'll
masks
do
right on people's butts and shit. And
They'll
just
do an
sniff them.
American reboot with Howie Man-Delt or something on NBC right before Fallon.
Howie Man-Delt it.
No. He has to take a shower at the end of each one because he's a germaphobe.
Yeah. Oh, Howie would never. He wouldn't even go on this set ever.
No.
He's like a
No.
neat.
Not
He's
even
like,
with
no,
not
I'm
even
not
with
gonna. No, NBC, I'm not gonna do a show.
Not
on
even with a
farts in
gas.
a jar.
Not even with a gas
He
mask. you
literally
think,
started
or,
pouring sanitizer on himself in the pitch meeting. He's like,
till
no.
his skin fell off.
Have y'all tested this? Get the fuck away. You have AIDS. Yeah. That would be an excellent show, though. What would you call Howie Man-Delt it is a pretty good name. I think I might name this episode.
Dude,
that.
I already. If I could, I'd write you a check right now.
You can.
Just write you a check. Let's get this made.
Nothing's impossible if you want to
Nothing
be
is
positive.
impossible when you have money. I wish we did.
Make it out to cash.
Here we go.
do it.
Cat and Squirrel
Hey,
Hospital.
All right, we'll move on. What does that say? I don't want to do that one.
There you go.
I
That's
didn't
not
know-
rigged or anything
I didn't
here.
know. Yeah.
It's the same
It's
one.
one.
It's legit.
All right.
Back it up too.
Shall I spin one more? Or do you want to do
Spin
this
one more.
Let's
Spin
see.
one more.
Okay.
That's new.
Best quality.
Of who?
What's your best quality?
My best quality is the ability to give bad first impressions.
That's
Unfortunately,
That's my
That's
worst
pretty
quality.
accurate.
that's my best quality.
Yeah.
So, everything else sucks.
This
from
could be
there.
best or worst quality. What's your best quality?
I'd say my best. Shit. I think my best quality would be. I like wear my heart on my sleeve. Like I believe in something. I stick to it no matter what.
To a
Type of
fault,
person.
even sometimes.
To a fault.
I
And
think
I'll
most
admit
comics
that.
are like that because I'm the same way.
Dude, I still burn bridges to this day. But the difference is
We're
like
emotional creatures. I am at least, but
I'm not so
I act like I don't
vitriolic
wear my
with
heart
it.
on my sleeve, but everything hurts.
Well, if you're a vampire from the 1700s, you're a nobleman. So, I mean, I understand. I get
when
it.
you're 178 years old, Jason. No, it's except now when I burn a bridge, like the other person either just doesn't even know, or it's like I don't make a big deal out of it. It's just this. It's not vitriolic. When I was drinking, it was very vitriolic. I would just fucking get up in your face and fucking say some
Dan,
drunken
I
stupid
love
shit.
you, Dan, but I've never seen you not make a big deal out of anything that's
like,
ever happened. And I'm saying that as a friend.
I'm just saying, like right now,
Like right now?
like post pandemic and everything. Like I live a
It's
totally
post-demic.
different lifestyle and I have a totally different thought process because I was just like in my apartment for a year, like barely coming out. So it was just like
Hold on.
a lot of
Isn't
reflection.
that what you were doing for the year before the pandemic, too?
I mean, yeah, but that was because I was a lazy stoner.
But you were doing it without the 5G chip in you, and now you got it in you.
Dude, it's
so.
a whole lot different when like you can't go outside. Like I have asthma, like this is gonna kill me. And even doing shows like every 3-4 months was like fucking scary.
Yeah.
Added anxiety, and like lucky I didn't catch it.
Yeah.
Stupid luck.
I was surprised that, like, when I did those shows amidst, like, while a lot of the world was still shut down, people that still want to, like, take a picture or shake your hand. And, I mean, there's a lot of people who weren't like that. But, like, last week in Oklahoma, like, I know it's all open, and I hate that I keep saying the word like, but, like... everybody that walked out, like, wanted to shake my hand or give me a hug, and I didn't want to... I don't know. I felt like if I'm like, they're like fucking pussy, but so I just fist bump.
Well, yeah, because the heartland is basically everywhere else that you've been if it's not a big city, and they didn't believe in that shit to begin with. So,
Oh yeah, I went to Oklahoma City while they were mostly everything was shut down except Oklahoma City. Like even Texas was shut down. I hear comics that moved here, like when I go to Austin, talking about, oh, y'all didn't give a fuck, y'all didn't shut. No, we were for at least 3 or 4 months we were on lockdown too. But like in Oklahoma, I was in bars just smoking cigarettes, no mask,
Not giving a shit.
Yelling in people's ears and
Fucking
shit. Did you
kissing
see what that?
strangers?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like licking your nose and stuff, and
And that's normal Oklahoma activities.
yeah.
But, I mean,
they
during a
didn't give up.
pandemic,
It was just
I mean-
weird but to come from like here and then go there. I don't know. It was strange.
I'd say my worst quality is since I haven't had a drink, I'm very anxious now. I'm a very anxious dude. Lots of anxiety.
Oh, just the anxiety in general.
Yeah,
Okay.
these past all those shows I mentioned, terrible anxiety attacks before
Well-
each one of them.
With how big weed is now, everybody's a doctor. Have you tried CBD?
Oh my god.
Maybe you need
Actually, I
some.
haven't, but it's just like it's
Maybe
just
you
something
need
I roll
some,
with.
like Alpha Brain infused with CBD. Just repeating what I've heard other professionals say.
I just roll with it, and because it only it happens in a very I hate waiting. Like I wish I could just wake up and do it. When I
Do
have
what?
a show, like when I have
Oh,
a show
yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
Oh.
But
The
it's
anxiety.
just the
Yeah, on
anxiety.
show day,
just-
I
oh.
can't get it out of my head.
Well, it'll
And
be the
like,
night
I'm not worried
before.
about like doing bad because I've done bad enough times where I'm like, it's not the end of the world.
It's not
I'll probably
even
cry
that,
about
yeah.
it, but it's not the end of the world. But I want to get there and do it. And like now that I'm getting to feature and headline, like before that, when you're a host, you start the show,
Yeah.
so you get that anxiety over with. But like waiting, goddamn, I fucking hate saying the word like. Anyways,
Once you start,
Yeah,
I can't fucking stop it. But when you're headlining or featuring and you're waiting to go up,
Yeah.
it's like the anxiety's still there, and I'm like,
I just-
let me get this first joke out, and I'll be fine.
Like I get when I'm there, I'm fine. Like I'll pace around a little
with
bit.
the fucking likes.
What?
I've got it like 16 times so far.
This is what Jason's always like.
Gotcha. I was just saying,
Did you get that one?
17, 18.
Are you counting how many times we say like?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we've said it a lot.
That's like so annoying, and
So,
like, I don't
20,
like it.
Like, there's nothing worse though than when you're just like pacing around the comedy club before the show starts.
Yeah.
And then you count the people. Fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't do that anymore. I always ask the door guy how many we got. Like it matters.
Just take his word.
Well, no, they have a counter. They have to count them.
Oh, okay. What if they know that you should just be like, I'm going to tell, I don't want them to get nervous, so I'll just say it's like 30 less than it actually is.
That doesn't matter. It doesn't make me nervous. I don't know. I just neurotic thing. Just something I always ask. How many we got? But also, if it's like, if it's close to being sold out, I would
You get pumped
enjoy
up?
the fact of knowing how many people, so that when people ask, I can say there was
X amount.
this many people.
Yes.
I was rewording my sentence to not say
The L word.
lesbo.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So that's your best quality? No.
No. I don't know. I think my best quality is how humble I am and not mentioning how drop dead gorgeous I am and funny and likable and charming. I think that's my best
And your
quality.
worst quality?
My worst quality is that I brag too much about how great I am.
You're going to say, I bullshit?
You're basically oil and vinegar.
Yeah. No, I am total bullshit. After every show I have that's good, in my head, I always think, fold another crowd. Fold another one.
I fucking tricked them.
They even bought shirts. Ha ha. Fucking idiots.
Suckers.
I like having shirts, but I hate having shirts
Yeah.
because it turns into retail. You have to make a spot in your set for retail.
Yeah.
You know?
You have to
I hate that
you have to
shit.
do an ad. You're
You have to
you're
do
a
an
madman.
ad.
You have to fucking sell
I
a
hate
spot.
that.
I like to do it at the end, but sometimes the host, after you do that last joke, they start to run up on stage, and you have to tell them like, hold on, or tell them before you're gonna do your, because especially if you're filming your set.
Yeah.
You ever notice that? I don't like having the pitch in the set.
Yeah, no.
I don't like that.
No.
Yeah.
You should only send the pitch to festivals. That's what you should
Just send the pitch.
just send the pitch to festivals.
I'm gonna do that.
I'm gonna do yeah.
I'm gonna send that to Skankfest and be like, look, I know you're done picking, but check this out.
Let's both do it so we're known as the Pitch Brothers.
Pitchmen. We'll do a pitch together. Yeah.
You know, Danzy and Mikey B just send their shirt pitches.
Hey, what,
Yeah.
if you got everyone on board that that's how anybody did submissions moving forward is only just that?
Yeah, and we're headlining that festival.
they're like 10 minutes long. They're not even 5.
We're like, look, we're headlining your festival. Here's our video.
Yeah.
And we're in the parking lot.
I got this
shirt. I got small to double XL cash and card. No
All right.
let me get to my last joke, and then the video just cuts.
I'm only going to do a pitch for my whole set. I'm going to bring up. I have enough merch. I could just do a whole 25 minutes on all my shit.
Are we doing another spin, or we running out of time?
It's actually perfect timing to move on.
Okay.
I guess it's time for some crime stories.
Oh shit, this is my favorite part.
Dun dun dun.
You always find the craziest shit.
Yeah.
Time for crime stories, bitch. 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 Time for crime stories, bitch.
All right, so I've got a list of some stuff that's been going on here. We're gonna have some. How did I refer to this when I first saw this? It's gonna be some mile-high debauchery.
Oh, is this about Richard Branson? Y'all know he really didn't go to space. He just went to the edge of the atmosphere.
It jumped.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. You didn't go to space, homie.
It looked like space, though.
It looks like space, but he didn't go to space.
He had a space suit on.
Well, it doesn't matter.
He jumped out too, right? He parachuted
He
back.
did the Red Bull thing where he climbed all the way up and jumped down.
Oh yeah, that's just the edge of the atmosphere. But that's like swimming with your shirt on, though.
Yeah,
if you have
exactly.
the money and power, go up a little bit and then come back and jump out of the atmosphere.
I want you in the part where if your ship fucks up, then whatever your lungs turn blue, you freeze. That's space.
Freeze or explode inside, implode inside your
Yes,
suit.
I don't want you to go where OK Go filmed their fucking music video. I want you to actually go to space.
So it's in its continued effort to crack down on unruly air travelers, the Federal Aviation Administration announced a new round of proposed fines Tuesday. These ones are all going to be applicable to actual crimes that happened aboard planes. One passenger...
So these are all plane crimes.
Yes.
I'm just dumbing it down for the names.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So there's a couple. there's about 6 or 7 different kind of small little references here. So one passenger called in a fake hijacking and a bomb threat.
Good.
Another one punched a woman who was carrying a baby.
sorry, I was looking at it. What was the first one?
We were having another moment.
Well, it's just anywhere from a fake hijacking and bomb threat to another person who punched a woman who was carrying a baby. This is kind of things that are happening.
Spirit Airlines? This is Spirit Airlines, right?
That's Spirit,
This has gotta be
Delta,
Spirit.
United.
Hey, I've ridden Spirit the last 7 times. I've had not one issue. I've had several.
You know,
But it was cheap, and I made it.
I keep renewing my $9 fare club, which they changed it. It's not $9 fare club. It's just like a rewards club now, but it's got rewards.
It happens so
it?
much on
Yeah.
Spirit Airlines.
That's
it's
$100,
like
right?
$60 for
That's
the
60?
year. $60 for the
Fucking
year.
sign up for that.
Yes. So despite the Center for Disease Control's relaxing the guidance around mask wearing on a plane, the federal face mask requirement for airplanes, airports, trains, commuters, rail systems, and all that still remains in effect through September 13th. The FAA has proposed they have proposed more than 682,000 fines and unruly passengers. Here's a couple of the ones that they fined recently.
I like so far that you said you always find the craziest stories, and it sounds like
yeah,
you're reading
now
a
it's
book
fucking
report to
CNN.
us.
Yes.
This is Don Lemon shit.
I had
Today on Glibbity Glove.
I had a short amount of time to work with today to get this all figured out. I could always just jump into the traffic you were in, but if we have time for that, I got that as the story. The
I
official
want to hear these plane crimes.
All right, so
fly
here we go.
crimes. Fly crimes.
airline debauchery. Okay,
Okay.
Mile High. Yeah, $21,500 was the fine. December 27th, 2020. Frontier Airlines flight from Nashville to Tennessee, Orlando. The passenger had allegedly drank his own alcohol and then refused to wear a face mask.
Dude, that guy was just balling. Just leave that guy alone.
Yeah.
Passenger got into a fight with the flight attendants and the passengers, and then they also ended up yelling at him about not popping his nose back into the mask. This guy also gyrated his hips behind the stewardess too, and they're calling it sexual assault.
He did an air hump.
Yeah.
Oh, it was fucking dummy.
Oh,
like
bro.
everything else I could see happening to me, it seems like he got that one bitch ass flight attendant that was like just being a stickler because he gave maybe a little attitude, or maybe he was like a little cocky or confident, and she's like, I'm gonna make him follow the rules, and she's like, put your mask on, because he just said he wouldn't put his nose back in.
That's right.
Because I've had some people make me do that, and like I literally, when my beard was bigger, I couldn't breathe, and it gets like all up in my nose. So I pull it out, and it seems, I guess everybody's like, put your mask all the way on.
So I put it on right.
But you can't air hump the stewardess.
I'm very convinced that no one can tell me that it's not Ric Flair in this story. This is just Ric Flair. This is all this is.
I mean, this guy got loose, and then he was just like, everybody was bitching at him, and then he was just like,
He's done it before.
He
Look
turned
at this
into
bitch.
Ben
Yeah.
Stiller. Bom, 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 bom,
He's
bom,
done it
bom, bom,
before.
bom, 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 bom.
Ric Flair's done that shit before.
Ric Flair's done cocaine off the stewardess.
All right, so how about this? There was an $18,500 and a $10,000 fine from it's February 19th. Republic Airlines flight from Indianapolis to Philadelphia. Flight attendants repeatedly told two women to wear their face masks properly. They and others that they were traveling with allegedly were playing loud and obscene music loudly on their phones. Have you been on a flight where people do that shit? Play music loudly on their
A
phones?
couple of Philly
Ignorantly
bitches
and
back
shit.
there playing. It was probably white chicks back there saying the N-word along with the song. And they're like, can you stop? This is offensive.
They refuse to wear their mask. Yeah, it seems like it's funny how like all of this is like kind of being like they're the victims here for being fined, but you see why they're being fined. They're probably these people that nobody finds.
I've had that on
Being
a
fucking annoying is that.
I've had that on a Greyhound, but it made me feel like I was in the right place. But
for the price.
on a Greyhound, I'm like, yeah,
You get what you pay for.
$19 and 48 hours to Jacksonville, Florida. I was like, this is what I get.
And I gotta listen to this guy playing his boombox in the backseat.
Honestly,
Yeah, fuck it.
Their
no, it's on a
music,
phone, so it's all trebly.
Yeah,
their music might have like if I was on that plane, that music would calm my ass down. Like that would help me.
Yeah?
Yeah, like, don't fucking find those ladies. You're probably helping somebody with high anxiety out. No
What
one
kind of
gives a
music you think like a couple of ladies from Philly, a couple of fine ladies from Philly are listening to out loud on the
Little
plane?
baby.
Oh yeah,
So they're
oh
back,
yeah.
They're back there listening to
Gangsta
trap.
rap.
I was thinking rock music. I was
they
like,
play-
I don't know, some
No.
Foo Fighters.
That's just because you like Foo Fighters.
Because I like Foo Fighters.
That's what you're thinking. You're like, I'll take a little bit of like some Stone Sour.
Yeah.
It's good.
These chicks are back there playing Suicide
Coldplay.
Boys and saying, don't worry, Becky, I brought my own Cheese Whiz. It's not a fucking sandwich unless you got Cheese Whiz on it.
Well, these women ended up getting so annoying that the flight didn't even take off when they were pulling this shit. And so they just brought them right back to the gate and got those women off the plane.
Kicked them off and fined them?
That's it. Yep.
Oh, come on. That's kind of harsh. I mean, unless
Well,
they were...
These are the ones that
If they're
had...
saying the N-word, yeah, fine them.
Well,
too.
they
But-
were being escorted off. This is where the baby punching lady thing comes in, is that these were the women that, on their way off, they were just smacking people's hats off their head, and they smacked the lady's head that was holding the baby. Like, imagine this, to get off the plane. You're
I
just
can just
sitting there.
see...
Hold on, what did the baby say to him? Now hold on, babies can talk shit.
He didn't like it.
You think they're being all cute, but no.
It could have been a Phillies, but it was a Boston fan.
Yeah.
Fucking Red Sox all the way, whores.
Yeah, I didn't get the fuck out of here, kid.
They had to have had some drinks because I don't know why you would blame the other passengers on the plane unless they were like, hey, no, you need to get off. Listen to what they say. And then I'd be like, y'all stay the fuck out of this.
It's like these people were trying to like Flight 95 them and shit. They're just like, no, we're gonna fucking organize against you.
Let's roll.
Headbands on. Yeah.
I just imagine two burly Philly chicks in camo jackets getting off a plane, slapping accountants and saying shit that's fucking hot on.
Like, I just slapped that fucking John off that fucking guy's head, you know?
I'm originally from Baltimore. I don't know how they speak there.
How about $17,000 on a January 25th Frontier? I'm seeing a pattern here with Frontier.
I'm seeing a pattern with Frontier.
Frontier from St. Louis to Las Vegas. A man refused to wear his mask after repeated instructions to do so. FAA says that they noted he also stood up and moved to a different seat, and that's against the rules. They had to find him.
That's against the rules.
You're a rule breaker. I bet you. It sounds like this guy sounds like he was trying to diffuse himself from the situation.
Yeah.
Like, then I'm just gonna move. They're like, you can't move. He's like, I'm just gonna move. It's fine.
What they did was very vice principal-y. You know?
Very.
It was
Man,
very...
I will say though,
But What gets you hear him, Coach? He's cursing.
Yeah.
One of those.
Bart, I got this. I was on a Spirit flight and I paid $30 extra and I picked the front seat and nobody was sitting there. And halfway through a flight, this fucking jabroni comes up and sits to me. He's like, I was cramped back there. I was like, I don't care. Get the fuck. I told on him. I was like, fuck you. I was like, he didn't pay for this seat.
I
was
paid
like,
$30 extra dollars.
Yeah. And he came to my seat and he handed me my laptop that was sitting there. I was like, don't fucking touch my stuff, pal. You fucking chief. What's up, guy? You got a problem here, sport? Yeah, I didn't fucking like that shit at all, dude. Fuck
I'm over
that.
there like,
Only
You're like
time
one
I
of the-
snitch.
You're like one of the
time.
Canadians of South Park, except you say the American slang. Chief,
Yeah.
friend,
look at here, buddy.
Hey,
Yeah.
champ.
Hey, pal.
champ.
Hey, chum.
Hey, guy.
Yeah, that's
we got another Frontier one, January 29th.
sounds like they're just
Yes.
dicks on Frontier planes.
Yeah.
Sounds like they're
They
like
treat it like they're on the fucking frontier.
sound like they had a bunch of
Final
fucking
Frontier.
Oh, you have polio? Throw him out of the plane. Throw him out of the plane. He's got fucking polio. Who has polio in 2021?
Anyone else? Anyone else have polio?
Hey, what, did I hear a cough? Did I hear a fucking cough? I will throw you fucking off this thing.
You're breathing heavy and you haven't paid for your $18 soda yet. Get off the plane. Where's the air?
Who sniffled?
It sounds like Frontier hires a bunch of fucking hot-ons to work on them. A bunch of fucking hard-ons. Put your mask on all the way on.
Every time I'm on a
It's like
plane,
Janet Reno's
it's the
working this plane.
nicest flight attendants. I can't imagine these flight attendants having to deal with this.
Who do you
know?
fly? American?
Yeah.
Yeah.
American or
That's why-
Southwest. It's always just
You
like
don't
a-
hear them on the
I didn't know we
list.
were. I didn't know we were
They got like
interviewing.
club bouncers doing the flight attending on Frontier.
Well, the club's closed, so these guys got to work somewhere.
I didn't know we had fucking royalty in here. Excuse me.
I'm sorry.
Getting on JetBlue next.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not-
What's the one with the
Virgin.
private booths and shit?
That's Emirates.
Emirates.
Yeah.
I want to take one of those flights.
going with Jeff Bezos next week. I'm going to I'm into space.
Don't come back.
And then come back. We're actually we're only going
So
30
make sure
feet.
he fucking stays there.
Someone used a British accent. Don't come back.
Big
Why do
old-
people hate that guy? I don't know. I understand why people want Jeff
Because
Bezos
he's the
to
richest
stay.
guy in the world. Fuck him.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right.
I guess. All right. Yeah.
I'll be your friend, Jeffy.
I got no defense.
I mean, there's a few others. You want to hear a couple others? We look
Yeah,
good on
yeah,
time?
Yeah,
Okay.
we got some more.
All right, so how about $10,500 fine on January 23rd? A lot of shit happened in January and February. What was going on?
People pissed off they got a shitty Christmas.
Oh,
Yeah, the election, and that was close to the inauguration too.
Oh, that's right. We could be looking at some like insurrection people.
That's
and
like
stuff here,
pre-insurrection America right there.
Yeah.
Disturb the stewardesses. Storm the stewardess. Storm
You're trying to steal our country and our flight.
Storm the cockpit.
We need to take over the gift shop. Take over the gift shop.
Get the fucking drink thing.
Meet me at duty free.
All right,
I need a suitcase.
so January 23rd, Alaska Airlines. There we go.
Going to?
Oh man, you got to be fucked up to on Alaskan Airlines. You got to be a fucked up person.
It was from Seattle to Ketchikan, Alaska.
Alaska.
Yeah.
That'd be weird if it went anywhere else. That'd be weird.
Don't they fly into Juneau?
I don't know.
Okay.
That movie with
Anchorage?
That movie with Elliot Page. Boom, we brought her up.
There it is.
Him.
All right. So,
Oh,
Gotcha. Find him. Put him on an airplane.
I'm deleting my Twitter.
sir, can you put your mask over your nose, please? All right. So the flight was about to leave the gate.
Damn. I called him by the right name.
It
I
was a
just-
mistake. It happens.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm canceled.
I'm not gonna crucify you
No,
for
you know
that.
how fucking touchy people are now. It's over.
Yeah.
Did my last show. It was fun.
Careful, your mic's a little loose there. I
Oh,
saw
is it? Is it?
saw
You're a little
wobble.
far away from us.
My bad.
Yeah, get back into frame. You're not
sorry,
even on
I'm
camera
sorry.
right now.
I'm sorry.
Come on, get on in here so people can see who to fucking cancel for dead naming people.
This fucking guy right here. This John.
This guy or girl right here.
Don't make that a clip. Just don't. Please don't make it a
If you
clip.
didn't say that, I wouldn't. But now I have to.
Please
It's too
don't.
funny.
Don't cancel they or them. It's fine. It's
I'll leave out the why they should cancel. It gives a reason to watch the episode. But
I identify as a idiot.
it was a mistake. He wasn't doing it intentionally or out of hate. It's fine. But I'm going to cut it up to look like you did.
so imagine.
You add Lamb of God in there. And you just,
Oh, I found out how to give you a demon voice now, so I can do
oh,
that.
how
Nice.
wonderful.
All right. So imagine being on this plane. You got a a passenger making a 911 call while you're sitting at the gate about to take off. Says the plane's being hijacked by a man with a knife.
The Alaska
Obviously,
one?
that's not really happening.
9/11 Redux.
You know? But so, obviously, it's...
There's too many reboots this day. I mean, it's fucking...
So they ended up...
Wait, what was the flight path to?
let's see. That was the Ketchikan.
This was the
This
last
was that
yeah.
one. Yeah, this guy might not have wanted to go. I don't know.
30 days a night.
head for this igloo.
He's like, oh, man, I got to go to Alaska. I'm going to fucking stall this shit.
I don't even know why Eskimo's offensive.
So he ended up calling that. They ended up. They couldn't figure out who called this at first. Like he thought he just did this secretly and just to cause a problem. Like thought he was going to get away with it. And they ended up like pulling some like military type
FBI shit.
FBI type shit, and they figured
The call is coming from in the plane.
it was him. It was in the plane, seat 3E. Yeah, so it was him.
Did he just not want to go on that flight, or?
Must not have, but I mean, it ended up costing him $10,500 for doing that fake shit.
Yeah,
Probably-
that's not cool. Like the other stuff I could like maybe reason with, but that's not cool.
I don't know. I want to know his reasoning.
I do too, but
Maybe he was like
I feel
from
like
the
he's just-
future, and that plane has something to do with
Maybe
like
him
the
stopping it on that
Yeah.
time right there. Those people, he's
Final
like, "You're
Destination
welcome."
style.
Like he can't. Yeah, like he came into
He
the
saved a bunch of
timeline.
kids, but he's a martyr now.
Maybe a person who's going to lead the free world was on that plane
Maybe.
as a child, even.
See, I mean, I'm open to that kind of scenario. Like I
John
think,
Connor was on that plane type scenario,
Well, the
right?
butterfly effect definitely exists, but I don't actually think there's fate or destiny. I think that
I
everything is
think-
what you create.
I think time travelers. This sounds crazy, but I think time travelers are here on Earth, and
Okay.
Yeah.
they're trying to do something. Trump was fucking president, guys. Trump was
and
president.
the Simpsons drew it. So if the Simpsons
Yeah.
drew it,
What if a time
lot
traveler?
of coincidences.
What if a time traveler made that happen though? They love the Simpsons, and they're like,
You could-
okay,
you
all right.
could open up that
That's what you
possibility.
want. Yeah.
very likely.
That doesn't mean they're good people just because they can time travel.
Yeah.
Who wants to time travel the most? Bad people.
Well,
don't know
yeah,
if that's real,
I would
but-
want to create snarky situations, I guess.
That was one snarky ass 4 years.
It's like, yeah, I'm gonna go back in time. I'm gonna make Trump president.
Very fucking funny.
Hey guys, watch this. I'll be right back.
It's gonna be wild.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? We're all fired.
Yeah. I'm just saying, somebody stepped on a fucking butterfly somewhere.
Yeah, somebody pissed on one.
All right, and then Trump became president. Because I still don't see how that happened.
And from the sounds of it, sounds like he's going to give it another run.
Also, we
No,
moved
he's
on,
not.
but it sounded like you said butterfly effect.
The butterfly effect.
Effect of a butterfly. You got any more? Is that it? You got any more?
Yeah, I got one or two here real quick.
You got, what's the best one or the?
God,
well,
it
this
is
is the-
not safe to get on a fucking plane anymore.
Not on Frontier, man.
Not
They
on
hired a bunch of
Frontier?
fucking hot-ons.
Well, this is the last one.
Alaskan Airlines are just being dicks.
Well, don't go to Alaska.
no.
Yeah.
So I don't know why we bought that from Canada.
Just take a cruise boat up to
It's,
Alaska.
I
It's
never
nice.
understood. I never understood why
Take a
why we
cruise
bought
boat.
Alaska when it's clearly part of Canada.
Just to say it's ours.
Yeah,
It's ours.
So we can put a base. I don't know. It's like buying the fucking railroads or the electric company. It's
Well,
like this
how
does
about this?
nothing.
We
How about
weren't
this?
close enough to spy on Canada.
On
We gotta get a
Monopoly,
fucking
not in
Alaska
real
in
world.
there.
It does, but-
How about this? How about you notice all the global warming and fucking polars melting and all that shit? It's probably because they own all that land in Alaska and they're probably blowing up nukes under fucking ground to see what that shit does. And then like, oh, it's fucking climate change. Yeah, because you're fucking shooting nukes underground, man. Different
Okay.
podcast.
No, I politically incorrect with Jason.
Exactly. I'll spread misinformation all day. It's fine. You know. So.
Mr. Information.
Here's the last one. $7,500.
I'm so fucking stupid.
This is the lowest out of all of them, so it couldn't be the worst. But on February 25th, Southwest Airlines, watch yourself now, next time.
South by.
From
It's mostly American. Southwest in a bad month.
only if Orbitz tells me it's a better flight with nonstop. So Denver to L.A. Flight attendants were
To LI?
To L.Y.
That's all I had.
Okay. Flight attendants instructed a passenger twice to wear his mask properly, kept putting it below his nose. FAA said that's a no-no. Southwest Airlines customer service supervisor boarded the plane, speak with him, still wouldn't do the mask properly. They got into an argument about it being real, this, that, the other political shit about it.
Oh, he went scientific on him.
And they removed him from the plane. So here's the cost. If you pull that shit, it's going to cost you like $7,500.
Well, It seems to be the theme. The theme of all these stories is the mask.
Yeah.
Just wear the fucking mask.
Well, that's what one camp says, and the other says they don't want to fucking do it.
I'm surprised I didn't see anybody get a mask tattoo during COVID.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Nobody really wanted to wear it, I guess. I mean, even the people that are cool with wearing it don't want to fucking wear it, but still.
Yeah.
You know?
It's annoying, but I'll do it if I have to.
Yeah.
Everyone sees the power that the government has when you wear the mask, right? Everyone sees that power. That's why, and they won't submit to it. What they don't see is the power that the government has of making us argue during a fucking pandemic. That's the fucking problem.
Smoke screen.
That is part of the problem. It is a smoke screen.
Smoke screen, so we don't notice them blowing up the ice under Alaska.
Yes, with nukes. It's happening verifiably.
There was 120. Well, it was 120 degrees in fucking
real?
Canada 2 weeks.
It?
2 weeks ago, 120 degrees in Canada. Shit's going on. Millionaires want to go to space. What the fuck do y'all think's happening?
Yeah, because they see how shit's going here. They're like, what's
we're
really
gonna
up
melt
there?
and burn soon. Like that's
Can I
what's
build
happening.
a mansion on the moon?
I mean, think about it. It was 1 degree in Texas for a fucking week.
And then 120 in Canada.
It was like fucking what's that movie Day After Tomorrow? Here at my house, I had to go through and like reseal all the doors and shit. And when they were cycling the power off and on, like while it's on for an hour, I'm like cooking food and like charging up all my electronics and like getting ready for the darkening that's coming soon. And after a while, I was like, why am I cooking 8 meals every other hour? Because I'm just fucking now I got diarrhea and I'm shitting in the dark.
And your place is going to fucking end up, if you forgot to turn off the thing, it's going to burn. It's going to like make fires, do some shit like that, cause issues. You forget what's on and what's off.
But that's like what you're touching on there. I don't really like politics because I feel like it's so complicated and there's so much going on. Everything's a smoke screen, so we don't see what's really going on.
Into like aliens are taking over and everything.
Aliens have already taken over.
They
Wake
are.
up,
They're
Dan.
not going to help us. Like that's
No.
my thing.
I mean, I feel like there's more aliens here than time travelers currently.
I think they're both. I think we live.
I think there's more alien time travelers than any of those.
Bro, I think everything is superseding everything. Time travelers, fucking wizards.
I think as a kid, I wanted to see like a reality of all these weird things happening. I was like, none of that stuff's ever going to happen while I'm alive. And you know what? It's pretty cool.
Time is relative, though, and I mean, I think if you go out into space and you actually are a space traveler, whether you come back to Earth or not, you're kind of time traveling because your time up there is different than the time that goes by here. So I mean,
yeah. The further out you get,
you can go around the Earth.
Yeah,
once.
it's like Bluetooth. The further out you get,
you go around the Earth once, and it's like 3 or 4 days on Earth has passed when you've gone around the Earth in the space station and shit.
Well, how fast is the space station going?
I don't know. I don't know those numbers.
I don't think
How
it
fast
moves.
is the
I
world
think it
spinning?
just floats, but it does have.
I used to know all of that
I
shit
looked
when
that
I
up
was in
recently
school.
too. Do you know how fast the world is spinning?
Yeah, I remember hearing it. I don't remember now. Isn't it like 17,000 miles an hour?
I don't know.
I used to know, like, because we had a 7th grade teacher, Miss Brinley, who was like way into NASA and way into space. And like we'd have rocketry classes, so we'd learn how to build a rocket. That'll like a fucking plastic liter bottle and stuff.
Then y'all made a field trip to the World Trade Center, and that poor man went to
on that
prison.
terrible day. No, we did do a field trip to NASA and not Space Center Houston, but the actual like NASA fucking offices, and we didn't even get to see the mission control room or anything.
You visited accounting and HR.
Yeah, we visited accounting and HR at NASA. So if an astronaut says the N-word, we pull this form out.
Because it was a different time back then.
No, actually, you give them the bonus checks are in the bottom drawer.
Yeah, bonus. Okay, yeah. Let me do some.
That was fun, man.
That was
I think
classic, man.
we're gonna wrap it up. That was classy.
Another
Real
one
classy.
for the books.
Yes.
Yeah. What books?
Ours.
Is it? Where's our books? I've never seen
It's our
these.
deck.
I don't.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for having me again.
Thank you for
Absolutely.
coming.
Hope it was fun. I had fun.
I blanked out the last hour and a half.
Yeah. So did I.
It's like when you're driving and you're like, I don't fucking remember what I saw for the last 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done that. I've like the Reno 911. I'm like, oh shit. You're driving.
Like I was
right?
having a daydream.
Yeah, I just had the craziest dream. You're driving, right? Yeah. Tell people where you're going to be. This will actually be out like tomorrow. So if you have any shows coming up, your social media.
None. I'm moving into a house. I'm going to be on Vatos Chistosos radio on the 28th.
I've done that. They had a ton of listeners. None of them came to this podcast.
I've got something in September again with Kim Wadsworth. I think it's for military veterans, so I think it's like a charity event.
That sounds like corporal punishment for them.
All right, guys, who wants some 9/11 jokes? Here we go.
I'll just cut my own arm off.
But yeah, I should be back up in Bricktown, back up at the Improv soon. I don't know. I'm just got done with shows, and because of the anxiety, I'm not gonna book shows while moving. That is just, I'm gonna go psycho and dance naked in the streets, and someone's gonna film me on TikTok. Like that guy who wanted to find what's his name. Anyway,
that one to
as long
find
as they
who?
post it from your TikTok and it gets the views, right?
Exactly. Me in a Star Trek badge, all naked. But yeah, no, I'm not going to be anywhere in particular. You can listen to me at the Counting Lights podcast on Spotify, Apple, Stitcher, iHeartRadio with Chris Germany. You can watch me on Twitch, twitch.tv/RedNimblyThePictures, and you can follow me on social media. Get all that information at dandanzy.com. Bam!
Nice. Do me a favor. Start the music. Just point anywhere in the room.
Okay.
Boop. Got it. I'm going to make the timing off on purpose. Yes. He fucked up. No. Also, look at my personal Instagram. I'm constantly posting stuff on there at Mikey B the Comic. I got jokes, all kinds of stuff on there. Working on getting my website
got all kinds of games,
done.
Fun bells and whistles.
Yeah, there's all kinds of what's he do's it's and who's he do's and whosker stews with and without the scooter stick. But yeah, check that out at Mikey B the Comic. You can check out my Facebook, but my Instagram's fire. My Facebook's just whatever. I go there just to argue and then tell people I'm kidding. I love you.
He really does.
Part of
He
roast
really
groups.
does.
Yeah. I haven't chimed down the roast group. It's just too easy. It's just a bunch of idiots. But check out our podcasts at the Open Mic Podcast on Instagram. We got a ton of clips and videos on there. Also, hit us up. We're thinking about doing, we are actually planning on doing live shows soon. Let us know if you'd come to that. If you have any suggestions, ideas. We're thinking about having participation where you guys can actually chime in on the podcast when we do it live. You can put some suggestions on the board. We might even have guests come up and spin the wheel for us. So we're working those details out. You can also connect with us on Twitter. What is that?
Open Mic 5000.
Open Mic 5000, and you can also search the Open Mic Podcast on Facebook. I feel like I do this every week, and if you're this far, you fucking know, right? Right?
After the crime story, they're probably like, all right, they're going to plug their shit. Fuck them. All right,
yeah.
Cool.
That's why I
usually
let you
how
go
it goes.
first.
Yeah. I make it short and sweet, baby.
Yeah. I'm just thankful you listen to the stories. So.
What do you mean?
That you made it that far.
Yeah. I'm just thankful for the 6 people that do listen. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate y'all.
7 or 8 now.
Yeah, that might be up to 9. Who knows? Put a 6 next to it.
We'll find out.
You got Dan Danzy on it.
Yeah.
We'll get like maybe 2 more. We'll get 2 more.
I will say Danzy's podcast
and you literally
is very
just
funny.
followed us, and you're gonna probably get your wife to follow us too, and so that's our 2 right there.
Or I get it, or else we can't leave.
Right, slow down. This fame is getting to my head. I'm only doing this in a robe, and I need a new robe every week from our sponsors.
Hey guys, I got like 600 Twitter followers, and 4 of them are like my shit. That's it.
598 more than me, because I never get on my own personal Twitter.
So does that mean that all the rest of the people are like your haters ultimately?
I don't know. I haven't gone back.
People say algorithms, but I think that just means your friends don't really like your shit because they don't like you.
Honestly, I think most of them are just like deleted Twitter accounts.
Could be.
I've never gone back and looked.
Yeah, well, these people
I'm never
don't care,
active on
so
Twitter.
We'll talk more about this after this. We're done. That's it. Bye.